Liverpool fans, it's time to face facts. Arne Slot is literally before our eyes burning down everything Jurgen Klopp has built. And it's so damning, it's so bad. I wanted to make this video yesterday, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it because I was very emotional. I'm not gonna lie. I was very emotional. I know I would have said some mad stuff that would have got me cancelled, accused of being a type of person that I know I'm not, and my wife and kids know I'm not. So I thought, let me sleep on it and make a more measured, calm, and a video just based on facts. The facts of this season. Okay, great. Slot won us our second Premier League in 30 odd years, yeah? Can't knock that at all. But at the same time, there's nuances, there's reasons, there's mitigating factual reasons why Slot was able to do that. And that was on the back of Jurgen Klopp, what Klopp has built, the residue of what Klopp football looked like, how we played, the tactics, the fast pace, attack v defense, solid throughout the pitch. That residue was still there in abundance in the 24-25 season, last season, when Slot won us our second Premier League title. Now, fast forward, this guy has been given 450 to half a billion to spend on players. Whether he made the decision himself, or FSG or Hughes, Edwards, a concoction of decisions were made. It is what it is. Isaac was brought in, Vert was brought in, Kirkes was brought in, other players were brought in, Frimpong was brought in. Yeah, I'm not gonna list all of them, but there's some fringe players that didn't actually feature. Anyway, solid, potentially game-changing players were brought in, but yes, there's mitigating circumstances. He didn't get his set-piece person that he wanted. Yeah, it is what it is. We have been in the mud for the entirety of the season, and the only reason why Liverpool are fifth, yeah, the only reason is because other teams in the Premier League this season have also been media, have always also had problems, but even so, a Liverpool team with the quality of players that we brought in, yes, injuries played a big part in it. There's mitigating circumstances, which I'm sorry, it's not an excuse now, because there's a lot of media in and around Anfield, journalists doing all kinds of, making all types of excuses for where Liverpool are, and it's because of this reason, it's because of this reason. But if any of them, I applaud anyone, rival fans, whatever, if you just look at our football, what is the Slot identity? What is Liverpool's football identity now that Klopp is gone? Yeah? Possession, and do what with it exactly? Nothing. We have been battered from pillar to post, right, left and centre, week in, week out. And 12 league matches we've lost in the Premier League. 12. Villa yesterday. I'm going to talk about the Villa game in brief, but the big thing is FSG, Hughes, Edwards, the powers that be at Liverpool. You need to do something, because earlier in the season, at the start of the season, I made a video, solid video may I add, with facts and figures about comparing Liverpool to Man United. Who was more in the mud, Liverpool or Man United? At the time, an emphatic yes, Liverpool are not, yeah, Liverpool were clear of Manchester United, yeah, from revenues, game, titles, like all of it, we're above them. We're doing everything great. Football-wise, they were in the mud. Fast forward, Amrin gets sacked, Carrick gets brought in, and look at the changing that happened before our eyes. Manchester United are above us now, and we have 11 v 11. We supposedly have the better team, yeah, but these times Manchester United are above us, comfortable, qualified for Champions League, and we are tithering on the brink of barely making Champions League. we have to beat Brentford, and that's it. There's no ifs or buts. We have to beat Brentford at home, the last game of the season, and that's what Slot has done for us. Arne Slot is taking us right to the game of the last season to bag or secure Champions League when we could have done it months ago, weeks ago even. But every time we face teams which have been battered right, left, and centre by all other teams. Chelsea came to Liverpool, got a point. Spurs came to Liverpool, got a point. We went to Wolves, they got a point. These calibre of teams, we should be smoking them, doing them, yeah? But they've came and got points, 1 point or 3 points against us. Our nearest rivals, Man United, came to Anfield, kick out our teeth. We went to Old Trafford, they kick out our teeth. Like, it is so damning. It is so bad, Liverpool fans. Like, I don't know what the powers that be at Liverpool are on. Honestly, don't. Yeah? Because in the whole season, 20 losses. 20 losses in all competitions under Arne Slot. This time, Rafa Benitez got rid at 19. Also, it's not in this graphic here. But Rodgers, same thing. I think he was 18 or 19 games losses all season. And he got the sack. How come? I don't understand what is going on. I would really love to be a fly on the wall and be at these board meetings, at these decision makers. What is going on here? How Slot is able to survive. How he's able to be so comfortable in press conferences, giving out all these reasons why this ain't happening, that ain't happening. But when you look at it, take all the emotions away, take all the stats away, whatever. You look at the football. What is Liverpool FC about today in 2026? Possession, do nothing with it. Playing world-class players like Dominic Szoboszlai out of position, a right back. Jones, right back. Frimpong, not sure is a wing back or a defender, but from this season, he hasn't been a good defender. Kirkes, like last season, player of the season, one of the players of the seasons. He comes to Liverpool and he's a shadow of himself. Early in the season, he's come leaps and bounds. He's been a bit alright. But he's been like Wirtz for Germany. He's scoring world-class goals, setting up, doing all types of assists. At Liverpool, Wirtz is playing on the wing. He's supposed to be that player that's running in behind. He's getting bullied. Mac 10, McAllister, he's done. And Van Dijk is trying his best. Konate, I'm not sure. I suspect that's why he doesn't want to sign a new contract, because I'm sure he wants some reinsurances, because I doubt Van Dijk or any of the senior players want to keep playing under Arne Slot. But they have to. They have to for now. But I'm like, we can see it. We give the eye test in every game we see. And I need to go back to the league here, man, because 12 games we've been smoked right, left, and centre. It started from the beginning of the season, right up to now. We're still tithering. We're still like, I'll be honest. I've been watching football a long time. I've never in my life wanted a manager, my club's manager, to be sacked or moved on, or for him to resign. But the way Liverpool are at the moment, spending all that money, yes, there's mitigating circumstances, and the journalists they're making all types of excuses. But you, FSG, if you given Jurgen Klopp that money, can you imagine what he would have done? Benitez, if you given him the money that you've given Slot, do you think we would be sitting on just two Premier Leagues? Impossible. I'm pretty sure we would have more. Jurgen Klopp, like, if he'd given any of this money that Slot has been afforded, Do you think the football would have been improved? Would have improved, or would have been this bad? I doubt it would have been bad because we would have got world class players, even some of them unknowns. Like that's what Klopp does. Whereas Slot, he's not coaching them properly from what I can see because in the game yesterday, Aston Villa, we were battered from pillar to post. McGinn looked world class. World class. And big up Don who's Sam. He said McGinn looked like Gareth Bale in his prime. And I can't even argue with that. That goal we scored against us. Mamadashvili is not fit for purpose. I'm sorry. Yes, it was a world-class goal. Yeah, we can argue about positioning of players to block it off, but that's the whole point. The players could not stop McGinn from scoring that goal. They were not tight. Position. Yeah, it's just dark for Liverpool because I don't know if any of the Liverpool players know what they're doing at any given moment. I feel sorry for young bucks like Rio. He's trying a thing, but then you've got Gakpo playing a false number 9, and it is what it is. But Slot loves Gakpo for some reason, and he's here to stay for weird reasons. And let's not forget how Slot, the powers that be, whoever tried to throw Salah under the bus. They were trying to make it out like Salah was the problem. Yeah, we played games that when most of the players were fully fit, and the football was still dire. We still got slapped. We still got bullied. We still got outrun. We got battered in every game that you can think of. Man City smoked us 3 times this season. 3 times FA Cup in the league. Something that hasn't been done since 1937. Brendan Rodgers didn't get that. Okay, arguably they're a different team then, but in any case, it doesn't matter. Under Klopp, that didn't happen. But Slot is just finding new ways for us to getting smoked. He's breaking all types of unwanted records. 4-0 against Villa. The only saving grace from that is because essentially we won against them at Villa Park when we played them early in the season. Fast forward, they've secured Champions League, and they don't even have to win Europa League to secure the Champions League because it's confirmed now. So now we're fighting it out with Brentford, Bournemouth potentially. Because if we lose that game against Brentford, it's a wrap. It's done. But somehow, I'm led to believe Slot is safe in his post. He's gonna be a continuing manager, head coach for the foreseeable seasons coming. But I don't know what the powers that be are doing. I honestly don't know. We are looking precarious in the table, and God forbid we don't beat Brentford in that last game of the season. We're finished. It's Europa. Yeah, all that stuff. Thursday night, and this is all because the powers that be at Liverpool let this happen. We are literally walking into the abyss of darkness, the abyss of mid-table, should we say, potentially, because all the other clubs next season, they're gonna improve. Arsenal are gonna improve. City, they're gonna 100% improve. They've already improved. It's only because they started doing it in they improved from January onwards. That's the only reason why they were not able to capitalize and go and do a madness and smoke everyone out the park. Yeah, that's the only reason. But they're gonna improve. Man United are most certainly gonna improve. I'm hearing Carrick is being given a 2-year contract, which is gonna stabilize things. And who can argue? They've been playing better football than Liverpool under Carrick. They beat us back-to-back, Anfield and Old Trafford. They've done something. Amrin was doing a madness over there. They decided, nope, let's bring someone in. Let's bring one of our own in. Bro, at this moment, I don't even care. Bring Gerrard in, one of our own. Bring Steven Gerrard in. Let him steady the boat. At least the players are gonna have respect for him. Gerrard will have some philosophy of how he wants to play, whatever, whatever. I'm not saying he's gonna be um, a game changer for us, but I'm certain things will change. But it's too late. It's only one game left of the season. But I'm sorry, in the summer we need to FSG. You cannot walk us into this abyss of darkness that's gonna come next season, because I know it's going to come. There's no way it can't. Players are just not gonna suddenly click in and just start. Yeah, they're not just gonna tap in and start playing wonderful football again, because the manager is still there. A lot of the team players, a lot of the players are going to leave. I'm certain. A lot of teams. Salah's already our legend. How he's treated shouldn't have never happened. Slot leaving him out of Champions League. Like, the signs have been there all along, but for some reason, the powers that be, like I said, I would love to be a fly on the wall to understand what the mentality is over there at FSG. Who's making these decisions that somehow still see the future with Slot? Because I personally don't see it. Yes, I'm not privy to what you lot are privy to over there, but at the same time, it's diabolical. We are finished. We are cooked. Um,